Yeah, we were just talking about, the state of affairs we're in right now in this country and worldwide. And the main topic was the topsoil and how polluted the topsoil is because of artificial fertilizer, specifically NPK, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. These three chemicals are extremely harmful to the ecosystem of our Mother Earth on many, many levels. And it's creating demineralized food at the same time. Obviously, there's a problem, there's a reaction, and we're not providing the solution to that. So it's time to provide a solution. Do we all run away? Do we all join a commune somewhere? I don't know. That could be what you need to do. So we're not in the best position. And I'm all about providing information and solution, just like these two fairy queens right here. And
here to save the ocean and the people.
Yeah.
Influence it positively.
Absolutely.
Yeah, rather than save. We don't need to take on that responsibility.
Yeah, exactly.
We just do everything that we can.
And so, these fertilizers actually are going into the ocean right now and creating dead zones. And it's not hopeless because you can bring them back to life, but we got to stop using the fertilizers that's making them in the general.
Yeah,
yep.
And that are actually poisoning the food and then poisoning the people and then poisoning the land as well.
It starts with the land. I always I learned that from Rudolf Steiner, is that his whole intention was not how do I create healthier food. You don't want to start there. You want to start with how do I save Mother Earth. That's the key. You always go to the root, no pun intended, but it could be punned. and he saw that. He said all of these huge, massive corporate farms that were sprouting up all over Europe and the Americas in the early 1900s, he saw that as a problem. He saw that they were producing 400 hectares of corn, row after row after row of it, and spraying all of this fertilizer on that. And he thought, wait a second, where in Mother Nature, where in the jungles of the Amazon, where in the Sahara, where in anywhere on Earth do you see that type of foliage? Never. Everything that grows in nature grows in pure abundance with each other. There's a whole microbiome. Synergy. There's a synergy of the off-gassing, the dying, the nitrogen, the balance, all of those things. And he knew that was going to be pretty much, he quoted saying that the death of Mother Earth. And so that's where biodynamics came into play, where it's a medium-sized farm. It's all one organism. Everything revolves around each other. It's a closed-loop system, meaning nothing goes in and out of that farm, which means there's no transportation waste, there's no consumerism. The people were in touch with the land. And people have heard me say many times that we used to grow our own food. The whole population was connected to the food. Less than 1% of the population of America has anything to do with agriculture.
That is huge. So humans have no relation to the food that they're actually putting inside of their bodies and that are becoming their bodies, fueling their organs, which is literally creating the vessel that is housing their soul.
And depression has gone up so much because you have to connect with the land. You have to be in nature.
Yes.
There's literally a nature deficit disorder right now.
Right.
Totally.
Where nature deficit disorder.
NDD.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a real thing, and everyone is honestly victim to it right now. So we're changing that.
And then they said it perfectly, like nature deficient disorder, deficit, whatever. That is that reciprocates backwards, because imagine 80, 90%, 100% of the population had a direct connection to Mother Earth. Think about the love Mother Earth is then receiving.
Right.
So it's all an oscillating love paradigm, going back and forth, pinging off each other. We're missed out on all of that.
You're giving the love and you're receiving that back.
So we're not caretaking her anymore, right? Think about that. We've lost that caretaking ability. Right. And so these corporate companies are now running like chickens with their heads cut off, doing God knows what to make the cheapest. They're racing to the bottom as far as commodity-wise, corn, GMO, soybeans, all of those things, to make the cheapest products they can. Because when they're selling Fritos at gas stations for 50 cents, that's costing them like a fraction of a penny. Like think about that.
And then
And
actually,
this is our
the real
food.
cost.
This
Yeah.
is food.
and then actually giving them more money, giving corporate more money, because then we're becoming sick, and then we're being indebted because we're literally dying. We're with every bite that we're taking of these poisons that are supposedly food.
It's neutral. It's neutral right now. There's no judgment, but we gotta. we
It's
can
so
change
gnarly.
it.
It shocks me. I take a lot of that on, and it's tough.
Well, we feel it because it's real.
We're empaths.
We're authentic
Yeah,
about it.
totally.
This is really actually what's happening, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah, but actually we chose to reincarnate, at least in my belief, we chose to reincarnate in this time because we are the way showers, we are the truth bearers, we are the ones who are bringing all of this knowledge to light, and we're not just sitting here recycling information and just being subject to the illusion. We're like, no, that's off. No, that's off. All right, how do we fix it? Dismantling and rebuilding. It's
Yeah.
part of your
Exactly.
human design.
Yeah. All the yogis and all the people out there that sometimes think I'm a little bit too harsh or I'm a little bit too rough.
It's necessary.
It's just that's my dharma. You can pray all day long. I pray all day long. I pray when I'm farming, when I'm in the nature. That's my pray. You can't judge me because you see pieces of me talking about real problems.
And that's praying, actually.
That is praying.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's bring truth to light.
Yeah.
And it's necessary.
It is necessary.
Thank you.
The Dalai
You're
Lama.
welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
I want to honor you.
I appreciate
Yes.
that.
Amazing.
We
Thank
honor
you.
everything that you're
Yes,
doing. Yes,
absolutely.
Please keep being harsh.
Yes.
Please keep being out there.
Yes.
And
Spread
the
truth.
Dalai Lama said we have enough people praying. We need more people taking action.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time. This
Yes,
is
meditation
it.
is great, especially, if you're in the astral realm, like working some energy out. That's great, but it's also necessary to be fully present in the physical, fully present in the material realm, and actually take action.
Absolutely. You can't namaste 50 metric tons of petrochemicals. You can't do it. I'm sorry.
It's true.
The facts are out. Okay? Your vibration's super important, but you
Yeah.
won't be able to hit that vibration if
Right.
your body is completely destroyed and you're living in a toxic soup of electric smog, microwave radiation, HARP technologies. I mean, I can go on and on and on. This isn't fear-based.
No.
I'm not
It's
like
knowledge-based. It's actually
Yeah.
liberation.
yeah, it's just this is the reality we're on. And then, other things is like, for me, it's important to understand exactly where I'm at in this reality. That's key, and if governmental agencies are lying to us about pharmaceutical companies, if they're lying to us about wars, if they're lying to us about the banking system,
How about being on a spinning planet?
why wouldn't another government agency whose name in Hebrew means to deceive,
NASA.
you guys figure out who that is, why would they be telling us the truth about everything? I mean, these
They're not.
these are
The
important.
answer's they're not.
These
Just to clarify.
these are important
Wink,
things.
wink.
The Vedas, Vedic astrology, which is the root of all New Age hippie astrology, is, they said themselves, it's more important to not only know who you are, but to know where you are. I really want that to settle into your DNA, fragmentize that into your body, into the essence of your soul. We have no clue where we are.
Physically, actually, on this earth plane, we actually don't know. And then it even goes down to individually. Where are you?
Yeah.
In your soul self. Where is your soul self? Are you standing in your purpose? Are you existing in your purpose? Are you acting in your purpose? Where the fuck are you?
Where are you?
Where you at?
Are you even in your body?
Where are you at?
Are you practicing everyday discernment? Because if you're going against your senses, what your senses are telling you,
Intuition.
and some governmental agency is telling you, oh no, your senses mean nothing, and it's all this theoretical bullshit, then all of a sudden they've disabled your conscious, they've disabled your own discernment, because your material reality is basically false in your subconscious.
It's an illusion.
Think about that black magic right there. That is the definition of black magic. I don't care if we're on a spinning ball or if we're on a flat earth. It makes no difference to me. What matters to me is that I'm not disabled in my perception, because that will destroy my discernment for everything else. This is key. That they know this stuff. You think that you think all of a sudden this was just made up for a reason? No fucking way.
It's been planned.
Yep.
Everything has been written. They know exactly what they're doing. So we might as well break down some of those barriers while we've carnated into these avatars. It's, you know, it's...
And here we are.
And here we are.
Here we are.